Lance Armstrong versus Greg LeMond. Greg LeMond. Now, a lot of people give Lance a bit of shit. I knew Lance was on the gear all along. Ever since when I saw him in 2000 smashing Pantani. No, sorry, in 1999 when he was smashing Veronk. Veronk got suspended in 98, came back in 99, still going good. Escartine, Veronk, a few other boys. Lance is just dropping them like amateurs. I'm like, okay, nothing's really changed. He's gotten smarter. So I knew back from 99, Lance is on the gear. And I told people, look, obviously he's on the, he's not full natty, blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't hating, I was just being matter of fact. And people hated me on that for that. But people came out and said Lance was really bad. He treated people like shit. He stomped on people. Well, let's look at Greg LeMond. Greg LeMond came out and called Lance Armstrong the biggest fraud in sporting history, right? Greg LeMond. And he's just being jelly. He's just a fat, jelly dude. I mean, like, Greg LeMond can't even keep himself in shape. He's jealous that Lance got so much fame and Greg got fuck all. Lance just did a bit. And here's the thing. Greg claims he didn't use any gear. Greg claims he's full natty bra. It's like, bullshit, man. You're beating the French in the 80s and the early 90s and stuff. And the reason why you didn't get on the EPO is because you didn't know about it. You got your ass kicked and you're like, what's going on here? And by the end of your career. So if your career was like in the EPO era, you would have got on it just like all the other shit you would have taken as well. You didn't win the Tour de France clean, Greg. You didn't. But you called out Lance, and then Lance thought, fuck you, I'll kill your brand LeMond Bikes, which was, owned or registered with Trek, or I don't know what the deal was. But I used to sell so many Treks, and I used to sell LeMond, and the reason why I did, because they had under the Trek umbrella warranty. I made so much money from Lance Armstrong, back when I was, amateur racer, working in a bike shop. Treks would walk out the door. Treks would walk out the door, because you got those fat dudes thinking they're going to buy a 10 grand Lance Armstrong SSL special and ride as fast as Lance did. You couldn't tell them the truth. You couldn't say, look, I mean, the bike's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's the fucking drugs, bro. It's the drugs and the training and the genetics. It ain't the fucking bike. It's not about the bike. That was the name of the book, to sell to people who fucking couldn't believe the truth. But all these people that we all made money from Lance. I mean, they made billions from Lance. Bristol Myers Squibb, Nike, Oakley, the Tour de France, US Postal. They made so much motherfucking money from Lance. Everything Lance touched, it fucking sold. It turned to gold. But as soon as the truth came out, all those people who knew the truth all along, oh, no, sorry, we can't be associated with Lance. In my opinion, Lance didn't destroy anyone's life. He made people's lives. He made people fucking millionaires and billionaires. He made so much money. He turned cycling to what it is today. There's more drugs and money in cycling today than ever was before. There's way more money than now. Lance would get if 1999 Lance was in the peloton today, in the Tour de France, he would get smashed. Even Richie Porte is faster than Lance Armstrong on the hills. You know what I mean? Like, Lance would be a fucking bottle carrier for the era today. He would be nothing. And I say that not as a dissing, but just saying that's where their level's at. Everyone's leaner than they are back in the day. Look, Lance was pretty heavy, man. He's pretty heavy for a cyclist. He's pretty fucking heavy. He's too heavy for today's era. They would smoke him. They would smoke him, man. I mean, it's hilarious. So today's riders are a lot stronger, they're a lot faster. They're smarter. And I don't think Lance destroyed anyone's life. Betsy Andrew, Betsy, your husband, Frankie, was on EPO as well. He wouldn't have the money, he wouldn't have the career if it wasn't for drugs that he got from Lance and the system, So I find it, Lance didn't go after anyone who didn't go after him first. And he went after Lance. He's like, fuck you, I'm trying to make cycling, I'm trying to make the sport. So if you want to come after me, then deal with my lawyers. But Lance Armstrong, today he'll get smoked in the peloton. He's still holding the omerta strong. I rate what he did. He was a big inspiration for a lot of people. And he got a lot of people on the bike. And he created cycling where it is today. So hats off to Lance Armstrong. You went aggressively after people who went aggressively after you, and you did nothing to them to start with. As far as I know, just as a viewer, just as an outsider. The few times I met Lance Armstrong, he was relatively friendly. And for such a superstar as he is, But it's crazy. The world can't handle the truth. And once Lance told the truth, they dropped him. Nike, Oakley, Giro, Bell, everyone just dropped him once the truth came out. Everyone fucking knew all along, man. You have to be fucking pretty naive to think the human body can ride that fast, or swim that fast, or run that fast, or slam dunk that high. Everyone's on the drugs at the tops, girls and boys. Even fucking Santa Claus.